Imagine unlocking a power you didn't know existed where your mind is calm, your body is still, and every action becomes unstoppable. What if true strength begins not in muscles, but in mastering your thoughts? What if patience, focus, awareness, and adaptability could turn chaos into opportunity, hesitation into precision, and potential into mastery? In this journey, you'll discover how stillness sharpens your instincts, calmness fuels resilience, concentrated energy creates results, and the balance of mind and body awakens unshakable power. Step into a world where calm awakens strength, and stillness awakens true power. Are you ready to feel it? True strength begins not in the body but in the mind. Many people spend their lives chasing physical power, thinking that muscles, speed, or endurance are the ultimate measure of strength. But without a calm mind, even the strongest body is vulnerable, distracted, and inefficient. Strength is born in the quiet moments when you learn to master your thoughts, control your reactions, and center yourself amidst chaos. It is in the stillness of your mind that clarity arises. And with clarity comes the ability to act decisively, without hesitation or fear. When your mind is calm, you see the world as it is, without distortion from panic, frustration, or impulsive emotion. Decisions that once seemed overwhelming become simple because you are no longer reacting to external pressures. Instead, you are responding from a place of awareness and control. This is the true power of mental strength. It allows you to act, not out of impulse, but from precision and understanding. A calm mind is like water. It adapts, flows around obstacles, and, when necessary, strikes with unstoppable force. A turbulent mind, no matter how strong the body, will fumble, waste energy, and miss opportunities. The mind is also the root of resilience. Life will test you with challenges, confrontations, and unexpected hardships. If your mind is unsettled, these trials feel insurmountable, and your energy is scattered, leaving you vulnerable. But when you cultivate inner calm, adversity becomes a mirror to measure your growth. Calmness does not mean passivity, it is a quiet readiness. It allows you to observe, assess, and respond with precision, conserving energy while maximizing impact. Every breath becomes intentional, every movement guided by awareness, and every choice directed toward mastery rather than reaction. Strength is often misunderstood as brute force or aggression, but the real measure lies in self-mastery. A person who has mastered the mind can face any situation with unwavering focus, unshaken by fear or doubt. Their actions flow naturally, efficiently, and powerfully, because they are rooted in clarity. Strength without a calm mind is like a river raging against rocks. It expends energy in chaos and achieves little. Calmness channels that energy, focusing it with purpose, making every effort meaningful and effective. Learning to control the mind requires practice, patience, and discipline. It is cultivated in the quiet moments when you sit with your thoughts, confront your fears, and observe your reactions without judgment. In these moments, you discover the source of your true strength, the ability to remain grounded, composed, and unwavering, no matter the storm around you. Strength begins not with movement, but with stillness. And from that stillness emerges power that no external force can shake. The moment you master your mind, you master yourself, and in mastering yourself, you awaken strength that cannot be taken from you. In moments of stillness, you reconnect with your inner self. Many people are constantly moving, always chasing goals, achievements, or distractions, believing that activity equals progress. But true power does not come from endless motion. It emerges when you pause, breathe, and become fully present. In stillness, the noise of the world fades, and you hear the voice within the voice of clarity, intuition, and instinct. This is where real power is born, not in reacting to what is outside, but in understanding what is inside. When you are still, you can observe without judgment, act without haste, and respond without fear. Stillness allows you to see patterns, opportunities, and threats with precision. It reveals the spaces between action and reaction, teaching you that control is not about force, but about timing. Power is often misunderstood as exerting energy outward, but the strongest force is one that is directed consciously, purposefully, and calmly. By embracing stillness, you access a reservoir of energy that is always present, but often overlooked in the rush of life. Stillness is also a teacher of patience. In a society that glorifies speed and constant output, it is tempting to equate busyness with effectiveness. Yet rushing often leads to mistakes, wasted effort, and unnecessary stress. When you practice stillness, you cultivate patience, the ability to wait for the right moment, to act when conditions are optimal, and to conserve energy until it is truly needed. This patience is not weakness. It is an invisible strength that amplifies every action you take. Furthermore, stillness enhances awareness. In silence, your senses sharpen, your intuition heightens, and you become attuned to the subtleties others miss. Awareness is power. When you know your environment, your body, and your mind fully, you can act with unmatched precision. Every movement, every decision, and every choice becomes infused with a quiet authority that commands results without unnecessary struggle. Stillness does not mean inaction. It is not emptiness. It is preparation, alignment, and focus. It is the pause before the strike, the breath before the leap, the calm before the storm. Those who understand stillness understand that power lies not in constant exertion, but in the ability to harness energy efficiently and direct it purposefully. By cultivating stillness, you awaken a power that is steady, enduring, and unshakable. It is the strength that underlies every great action, the foundation upon which mastery is built. In embracing stillness, you discover that true power is not external. It is always within, waiting for the mind to quiet and the body to prepare. In stillness, you find the power that moves mountains not through force, but through mastery. Calmness allows you to wait, observe, and act at the perfect moment. Many people confuse urgency with effectiveness, believing that speed and constant motion are the keys to success. But real strength lies in restraint, in the ability to pause and see the bigger picture before committing to action. Patience is not passivity. It is a strategic force that allows you to measure, calculate, and align your energy with the demands of the moment. By cultivating calmness, you develop the ability to move deliberately rather than react impulsively, turning every decision into an opportunity for mastery. When the mind is calm, distractions lose their grip. You can focus entirely on what truly matters, observing situations with clarity and understanding. This observation is not idle. It is active awareness. You see not only the immediate circumstances, but also the patterns and consequences that others overlook. Calmness transforms waiting into a deliberate tool. It is the space where intuition sharpens, strategy forms, and confidence grows. Acting without panic ensures that every motion is precise, every choice deliberate, and every effort maximized. Patience born from calmness is also a shield against error. Rushed decisions, fueled by stress or anxiety, often result in wasted energy and missed opportunities. By contrast, a calm mind assesses risks, weighs options, and waits for the optimal moment to act. This restraint does not diminish strength, it enhances it. When you wait with purpose, you conserve energy and strike with efficiency and accuracy. Your actions carry more weight because they are guided by wisdom rather than haste. Calmness also nurtures resilience. Life is unpredictable and challenges will always arise. Those who lack calmness are tossed by every wave, reacting with confusion and fear. But when your mind is serene, obstacles become manageable. You approach problems with clarity, identify solutions, and act at precisely the right moment. Every challenge becomes a lesson in timing, focus, and the power of measured action. Moreover, calmness amplifies confidence. When you act without panic, you act with conviction. Others sense this clarity and respond accordingly. Strength is not just what you do physically. It is the authority and presence that radiates from a composed mind. Calmness allows you to navigate chaos with poise, turning potential chaos into opportunity and potential threats into mastery. True power lies in this balance between patience and action. Waiting without hesitation, observing without distraction, and striking with deliberate force is the hallmark of mastery. The mind that is calm is a mind that is prepared, capable, and unshakable, ready to transform potential into reality. By embracing calmness, you learn that the perfect moment is not found. It is created patiently, deliberately, and with unwavering focus. Strength emerges when your energy is concentrated, not scattered. Many people expend themselves in countless directions, believing that doing more means achieving more. Yet the reality is that energy, like water, must be channeled to be powerful. When your mind is calm and focused, you direct every ounce of your strength with precision, transforming potential into action that carries real impact. Scattered energy is wasted energy, while concentrated energy creates results that appear effortless, because it flows with intention rather than chaos. Concentration begins in the mind. The body can only follow where the mind leads. A distracted mind produces erratic movements, wasted effort, and missed opportunities. But when the mind is calm, it focuses with clarity, and the body moves in harmony with that focus. This is why calmness is not passive. It is active alignment. Strength without direction is raw and unrefined. But strength guided by a focused mind becomes unstoppable. Concentrated energy also allows for efficiency. When your energy is scattered, every task requires more effort, more time, and more frustration. But when energy is focused, even the most challenging obstacles can be overcome with minimal wasted movement. Efficiency is a form of power, and it is cultivated through calm focus. Every breath, every motion, every thought is directed toward a single purpose, creating a synergy between mind and body that magnifies strength. Focus also sharpens awareness. When energy is concentrated, you notice subtleties that others overlook. The slight shift in an opponent's stance, the timing of an opportunity, the nuances in a situation that determine success or failure. Awareness and focus are inseparable. One cannot exist without the other. By training the mind to concentrate, you awaken a deeper understanding of the world around you. And with that understanding comes control, precision, and power. Energy that is concentrated is also enduring. Scattered effort tires quickly, like a flame flickering in the wind. But when energy is focused, it is sustained, like a river cutting through rock over time. Strength is not only measured by immediate force, but by the ability to maintain power over duration. Focus ensures that your strength is not fleeting. It becomes reliable, persistent, and commanding. The key is to cultivate calmness as the foundation for concentration. A mind at peace directs energy effortlessly, making every movement count, every decision purposeful, and every action effective. True power does not lie in doing everything, but in doing what matters with unwavering focus. By concentrating your energy, you transform potential into measurable strength, chaos into order, and intention into undeniable impact. When you are still and centered, you become like water, able to adapt, flow, and strike with precision under any circumstance. Life is unpredictable, and rigidness is a weakness. The world will throw obstacles, surprises, and challenges in your path. And if you resist or fight against the natural flow of events, you waste energy and weaken your effectiveness. But when your mind and body are calm, you move with adaptability. You respond to circumstances rather than react against them. And in that response lies true power. Stillness allows you to observe and understand before acting, When you rush, you often miss the subtle cues, the openings, the opportunities that can make the difference between failure and mastery. But by cultivating a centered mind, you learn to read situations clearly, to sense shifts before they become obvious, and to act with precision. Like water flowing around rocks in a river, your movements become effortless and purposeful, bending without breaking, striking without wasted force. Adaptability born from calmness is also a shield. Challenges that would overwhelm those who act impulsively become manageable when approached with composure. You can adjust, pivot, and respond to circumstances with confidence, conserving energy while maximizing effectiveness. In stillness, you are not passive. You are poised. Your readiness is invisible until the exact moment it is needed, and then it is unstoppable. This flow is not just physical, it is mental and emotional. By being centered, you regulate your reactions, maintain clarity under pressure, and prevent fear or frustration from clouding judgment. Every movement, every decision, every thought is aligned with your purpose. This harmony between mind, body, and circumstance amplifies your effectiveness far beyond brute force or frantic effort. Adaptability also cultivates resilience. Life rarely follows a straight line. Plans fail, people change, and conditions shift unexpectedly. A rigid approach breaks under pressure. A centered, adaptable mind, however, absorbs shocks and finds solutions where others see only obstacles. Calmness allows you to bend without breaking, to flow without losing direction, and to strike when the moment is right. The essence of power lies not in resistance, but in responsiveness. Strength is magnified when it moves with awareness and precision, adapting to the world without losing integrity. When you cultivate stillness and center yourself, you awaken a fluid strength that is unstoppable, a power that moves naturally, efficiently, and decisively. By learning to adapt through stillness, you discover that true mastery is not controlling everything around you. It is controlling yourself and flowing with life in a way that transforms challenges into opportunity. Real power isn't about moving fast, it's about moving effectively. Many people confuse speed with strength, believing that constant action and frantic effort are the keys to mastery. But without calmness, movement becomes chaotic, energy is wasted, and results are diluted. True power emerges when you act with awareness, purpose, and precision. Every step, every strike, every decision is intentional, guided by a mind that is steady and a body that is ready. Effectiveness, not haste, defines real strength. Calmness allows you to assess your environment before acting. In the rush of life, distractions pull at you from every direction. Noise, expectations, and pressure cloud judgment. Acting hastily leads to mistakes, missed opportunities, and unnecessary exertion. But when your mind is calm, you see clearly. You observe, analyze, and anticipate, allowing each action to carry maximum impact. This deliberate movement creates power that is efficient, focused, and unshakable. Effectiveness also depends on timing. Acting too soon or too late diminishes the value of effort, no matter how strong or skilled you are. Calmness gives you the patience to wait for the precise moment when action is most powerful. Like a spring compressed, your energy is stored and released only when it achieves maximum effect. This is the difference between chaos and mastery. The ability to act with exactness rather than impulse. Moving effectively also preserves energy. Frantic motion drains strength and leaves you vulnerable. Calm, measured action conserves it, channeling energy where it is most needed. Every movement becomes purposeful, every decision deliberate, and every outcome more predictable. Strength is amplified not by exerting more force, but by directing it intelligently. Effectiveness born from calmness extends beyond physical action. It shapes thought, speech, and emotional response. Decisions are made with clarity, conflicts are navigated with control, and challenges are addressed with strategy. Calmness aligns the mind and body, creating harmony that magnifies impact. Strength is not just seen in motion. It is felt in presence, authority, and the quiet confidence that comes from mastery. The most powerful actions often appear effortless. They are the result of preparation, awareness, and calm readiness. Strength without effectiveness is wasted potential. Speed without control is vulnerability. By cultivating calmness, you ensure that every action is meaningful, every movement carries weight, and every effort achieves its purpose. Acting with effectiveness, guided by a calm mind, transforms ordinary energy into extraordinary power. In silence, you notice details others miss. Awareness is power. Many move through life reacting to noise, distraction, and chaos, believing that constant activity equals control. But the most profound strength lies in perception, in the ability to see beyond the obvious and understand the subtle currents that shape outcomes. When you cultivate silence, your senses sharpen, your mind becomes alert, and intuition rises. You perceive opportunities, threats, and patterns that remain invisible to those whose minds are clouded with distraction. Silence is not emptiness, it is a state of heightened presence. In these quiet moments, you become attuned to the world around you and the world within you. The smallest shifts, an expression, a movement, a change in tone, can reveal more than hours of hurried observation. Awareness allows you to respond with precision rather than react impulsively. Power is not merely force. It is knowing when and how to act, and silence is the foundation for that knowledge. Through silence, you develop a deeper connection to your instincts. The mind, free from constant chatter, can process information more clearly. Decisions become sharper, movements more efficient, and strategies more effective. The strength that comes from awareness is subtle but unstoppable, like a river eroding rock over time. It is the quiet understanding that shapes action and turns ordinary efforts into extraordinary results. Silence also cultivates discipline, the ability to sit with yourself, to observe without judgment, and to wait before acting is a mastery many overlook. Those who cannot embrace silence are ruled by impulse and emotion, often expending energy on trivial or counterproductive actions. But those who command silence harness it as a tool, using stillness to focus, to anticipate, and to strike with intent. Awareness gained from silence transforms perception into power. You learn not only to respond to what is visible, but also to sense what is hidden, to anticipate before events unfold, and to act with unparalleled effectiveness. Every action informed by awareness carries authority. Every choice made with full understanding radiates confidence and strength. Silence is the lens through which mastery becomes visible. It is the quiet force behind deliberate action, the unseen power that guides every motion, every thought, and every decision. In learning to embrace silence, you awaken the ability to perceive deeply, act decisively, and command your environment with calm authority. The strength that flows from awareness is unshakable, subtle, and unstoppable. Strength without calmness is brute force. Calmness without strength is ineffective. True mastery comes when mind and body work in harmony, each supporting the other. Many people pursue power in one form, either through sheer physical exertion or through mental composure, yet neglect the balance that makes both formidable. Without calmness, strength is wasted in reaction, anger, or panic. Without strength, calmness becomes passive, unable to influence or protect. Real power emerges when calmness and strength coexist, each amplifying the other. When the mind is calm, it directs strength with precision. Every movement becomes intentional, every decision deliberate, every action measured. Calmness allows the mind to assess situations fully, anticipate outcomes, and align energy with purpose. Strength then is no longer a blunt force. It becomes a refined tool. Applied at the exact moment, it will have the greatest effect. This harmony transforms ordinary effort into mastery, Equally, strength reinforces calmness. A strong body and resilient spirit allow you to remain composed under pressure. When challenges arise, panic loses its grip, and fear cannot dictate action. Strength provides the foundation upon which calmness rests. Together, they create presence, authority, and the ability to act decisively in any circumstance. This combination is far more powerful than either alone. Calmness without the ability to act is impotent. Strength without composure is reckless. The interplay between calmness and strength also cultivates confidence. When you know that your mind can remain steady and your body capable of responding, hesitation disappears. You act from a place of certainty, not doubt. Challenges are approached with clarity, obstacles become manageable, and opportunities are seized with assurance. Mastery is revealed not in constant motion, but in the balance between restraint and action. This harmony extends beyond the physical. Calmness guides speech, thought, and emotion, while strength ensures that these qualities manifest in meaningful action. Together, they create presence that commands respect, influence that inspires, and results that endure. Strength and calmness are not separate. They are two halves of the same whole, each incomplete without the other. By cultivating both, you awaken a power that is steady, resilient, and unstoppable. The union of mind and body, of calmness and strength, is the foundation of true mastery, the wellspring from which all effective action flows. When calmness and strength align, you move through the world with unmatched power and unshakable presence.